Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and I hope everybody had a great Saturday. And overall, the market pretty much kind of staying stable, not too much movement happening really. We have seen Bitcoin kind of just staying around the 61K mark. Most assets like XRP are kind of staying around their major support and resistance zones, so not too exciting in terms of PA. But I will say this, right? I've been watching the markets very, very closely the last couple days in anticipation for tomorrow. As you guys already know, tomorrow, today, whatever you want to call it, we do get our weekly and also our monthly candle close. Now, for XRP, it is about 1.66%, up about 3% on the 7-day span. It is actually it's one of the only assets in green right now, currently, while pretty much everything is kind of fallen a little bit. We also see XLM up about 5.29%, which is pretty cool to see. And a few other assets are kind of following through on that as well. Now, with Bitcoin, we could actually go to the historical data and see the daily close and kind of address what happened with that. As this kind of loads, I'm going to go over to XRPs and do the exact same. But we do see the trading volume up 26%. Bitcoin is actually down about 5%. So today's low was about 60.9K. That's totally fine. The close was a little bit under my personal mark that I would personally want to see, which is over 62.5K. I personally would like us to close above that level to really kind of get more momentum on Bitcoin's price action. So the daily close is fairly weak. That's why I'm watching tomorrow very closely. We could have, one of those major dump events where we do see a major crash. We have to analyze it and we have to watch it as it's happening because, we could be easily validated for a major move to the upside or even to the downside. So I'm going to be watching the markets very closely and most likely we'll update you guys if we do see some major price action break out. So let's actually go over to XRP and see today's close, which is a little bit below my current point, which I would want to be over $1.10 personally. $1.15 would be the clear point for us to actually kind of break over. We actually haven't had a close over $1.15 since October 9th, right? So when we're going back to the chart and looking at October 9th on the 1 month span, we could actually see where that is. So here is October 9th. We actually see some bullish points here. We actually hit $1.20, and then of course we hit $1.23 up here. So, what we personally want to see is $1.15 being broken and actually close above that. Anything under that level is nothing too crazy. And in terms of what I'm looking at, it's just not strong for XRP's price chart. So, with that being said, before we fully jump into the video, I just want to let you guys know, if you do want to get more of my insights, like my portfolio insights, my exit strategies, all that kind of stuff, you guys could do that on my website, NCashOfficial.com. I also have this Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, excuse me, that includes all current products as well as all future products for free. So this is the best deal of the bunch, but it is of course up to you if you guys even want to purchase anything. You guys are not obligated to. But with that being said, let's move on. So first off, I want to ask you guys this question here, which is how much money will it take for you to consider yourself financially free? Comment honest answers below. And of course, a lot of people are saying 100 million, 4 million, tens or hundreds of million. Honestly, to be completely real with you guys, I know a lot of people kind of, underestimate themselves when they think that, they're financially free once they make $1 million or so. But honestly, in today's society, $1 million does not get you too far. It actually doesn't stretch too far at all. And with hyperinflation coming, you'd honestly probably want to make at least $10 million plus to be fully financially free. Of course, everybody has their own way of living. I mean, a lot of people could make $1 million stretch for the rest of their lives. But of course, most people can't. So we do gotta, watch and see in terms of the economy and where that's going for our dollars to actually be priced at a decent price or have some strength. So, of course, comment down below your current, financially free standpoint or goal, and I'd love to hear it. Now we also see here on-demand liquidity, a labor of love from the team RippleNet and testament to the power of crypto. What was once a vision a few years ago now accounts for 25% of the total dollar amount or volume over our network. Now, I just reported on this, and I know what a lot of people are going to say. Well, dude, you just reported on this yesterday. Like, what is the deal here? Well, I'm going to get to the deal. So we actually see here January 2021, some thought ODL was dead. Today, 20 ODL send markets are open. Volume incentives paid to customers have decreased by over 90% since 2009, and 3/5 of our highest transacting customers in 2020 upgraded to ODL for XRP-powered payments from solely fiat-based. And of course, we do see here, and beyond our bread and butter cross-border payments, Ripple is tackling use cases like treasury management, lines of credit, and liquidity services. Expect more at Swell. Enterprises are ready and excited to integrate crypto. Q4 plus beyond, here we come. Now, I do want to quickly adjust that this is the Ripple 2022 snowball effect engaged. Q4 plus beyond, here we come. May 20th, 2018, I shared this video. Do you think it's happening? RippleNet technology adoption is a ticking time bomb. And here is that video for you guys. Essentially, here's the adoption of DLT. Of course, we do see Interledger protocol with XRP Ledger. Here is from the Internet of Information. This is pretty much everything and how it is working, or I should say the implementation of all these Internet protocols. We are moving very fast, and here we, of course, have the Ripple pretty much implementation. Of course, we also see R3 Corda as well. So there's a lot of things to really kind of look at and address here. Ripple becomes the standard and all that kind of stuff, of course. The adoption is going to continue for Ripple. It is a ticking time bomb just waiting to explode. And I don't think a lot of people realize all of the connections with Interledger protocol. I mean, this is Hyperledger, just so you guys know, from the Hyperledger Foundation. Of course, there's a ton of names on here, huge banks, huge corporations, huge companies, even Accenture. If you guys don't know about Accenture, you guys definitely should. Now, obviously, payment settlement, present and future. Here is the cross-border real-time gross settlement. This is pretty much what we are utilizing on a day-to-day basis. Now, of course, when we upgrade this, this is that, real-time settlement DLT. This is all utilizing the Ripple pretty much DLT, or the XRP ledger, if you will. Again, gross settlement. This is pretty much that 2020 to 2025 point. Again, all utilizing Ripple and that ODL service on the XRP ledger. XRP is here to stay, guys. I really think a lot of people really need to look at what's happening. A lot of innovation, a lot of growth at Ripple is continuing on, and this is very good. We actually see a Ripple partner, Zago. Zago announced recently that it is first to implement allowances for crypto. UK-based fintech cashier partners with Zago to expand into Africa with certainty. So when we're talking about this massive merchant payment ecosystem, it is continuing to grow and grow and grow. I've always talked about, the B2B market. I've always talked about the P2P market and all that kind of stuff, but this is really targeting retail use for P2P or peer-to-peer. This is very interesting because this is essentially a nice way to really kind of make the floodgates open and flood into other areas around the world. Of course, we already know that we are working with the UK on the digital pound. Of course, we're working over in the Philippines, Malaysia, and multiple other areas. So this is great to see, XRP kind of stretch out even beyond the basis. And I know what a lot of people are going to say, well, it's just a Ripple partner. Listen, why do you think these partners are partnering with Ripple? Think about it logically. You honestly think that they're just partnering with Ripple to partner with Ripple? No, they are partnering with Ripple to, at the end of the day, utilize their technology because they know what it could, help them solve in the efficiency standpoint, as well as speed, security, and all that. Now, we also see here XRP lawsuit. Court grants Ripple's motion to seal privileged logs. We also see here in Q3 market performance report, Ripple discussed the SEC versus Ripple Labs lawsuit. The company admitted that though the proceedings felt like they were taking time, it would look to expedite the case as quickly as possible. Pretty interesting to see. We actually see here on the October 30th, which was yesterday, if you're technically speaking, because it is 3:30 a.m., defense lawyer and former federal prosecutor James K. Fallon announced that the court had decided or granted Ripple's motion to seal the privilege logs provided with the response from the 22nd. The documents the SEC claims are privileged, including the email chain with a third party told by the SEC to analyze its digital asset under the framework of Hinman's speech. The decision whether the SEC has to turn over the documents it claims are privileged has not been issued. So, when we're talking about this, A lot of this is not being issued at all, and now we are seeing that the court grants Ripple's motion to seal privileged logs, which is pretty cool to see, because when we're looking down here, of course, when we move down, we do see Ripple and Mates. Though Ripple was caught in a lawsuit at home, the blockchain company enjoyed a warmer encounter with Australia's regulators. Ripple's head of public policy, Susan Friedman, tweeted that policymakers had used the blockchain company's technology agnostic recommendation in a Senate committee report about Australia's own crypto regulatory framework. Ripple also suggested that regulators should think about a principles-based framework and a risk-based approach in order to encourage investments while maintaining security. Pretty cool to see. Now, again, there's a lot of things to really kind of look at in terms of this. I personally think that these documents should have been handed over all day long. Now, we do see here a previously reported Matthew C. Solomon, counsel for defendant Bradley Garlinghouse, stated that Exhibit A was a privileged log while Exhibit B was a document produced during the proceedings. He claimed that the SEC designated both as confidential. And of course, we do see here dated 28th October. The text-only order from the court made it clear that the defendant's motion was granted on an interim basis. So, overall, do we think that these documents will ever get released? Who knows? I think that these are detrimental to the case, personally speaking, so I would want them to get released, but it's not looking too good for that. Of course, we just hear Amazon Web Services looks to drive crypto settlement and custody to the cloud. The right candidates will transform the ways firms transact in crypto, stablecoins, CBDCs, and NFTs, said an AWS job post. Now, I've been talking to you guys about CBDCs and NFTs and all this kind of stuff within this market for a very, very long time. The transformation in this market is going to take a hold very, very fast. This is going to unfold at such a rapid pace that a lot of people are going to be very, very blindsided by what's about to happen. So when we're talking about this, we do see you're working hand in hand with our sales teams, solution architects, ISVs, and systems integrators. You will help deliver the solutions that move customers towards end-to-end digital asset underwriting, transaction processing, and custody in the cloud. This is all working with IBM, but of course, when we're talking about crypto adoption, this is great to see nonetheless. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with XRP, but this is good for all of crypto. I think that a lot of people just think, well, are we going to see, XRP pump from this news, or is XRP involved in this news at all? It's the idea that more and more retail adoption and more retail pretty much recommendations or just publicity in general, once they see crypto being adopted like that and, it's all over the news, they're going to jump in and they're going to look into other assets. Don't get me wrong. They will always invest into garbage like Shiba Inu, but they will obviously also invest into the legitimate, utility tokens, especially once we get into a utility-driven market. Also, all you really have to do is research XRP for about 5 minutes, and you'd understand quickly how bullish that XRP is, of course, with the ODL service and stuff. But I don't need to tell anybody about the ODL service because I've already discussed how huge the growth is on ODL. I mean, don't take my word for it. Take this chart for it. This is January all the way to where we are currently. Massive growth year over year. This is what we want to see from a company like Ripple. That on-demand liquidity service is the service that is utilizing XRP on a day-to-day basis. So that is extremely bullish for us, and I am very, very excited for the future and what it has to hold for all of our XRP holders out there as well as myself. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed that video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are. Just beautiful. This is Nick. Peace out, guys.